setting that have been part of their life and career. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Host of Nashville Insider, where we bring you the latest in country music news and happenings. Join us as we interview your favorite artists and go behind the scenes of country music's hottest events. Watch Nashville Insider right here on Cayman 27.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Cayman 27, Cayman Informed.
Coming up next, illegal gambling arrests increased 300% over last year.
A three-vehicle collision at a gas station sparks a police probe.
And the Department of Environment eyes a new invasive lizard species in Cayman.
We got your under-19 basketball recap, plus an equestrian recap. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a busy Thursday in sports.
How's the weather here, everybody? Great! I'm Cayman 27's Joe Avery. I'll have a full forecast for you coming up. And here's a shout out to my friends with the Biker Cruise 2018. Let me hear you, ladies.
Now that is a tease. Cayman 27 News is coming up next.
Is back. Sign up for the Sports Pack today and fuel your passion for football. Sports is life, only on Flow.
Whether you want to get going in a new car, to relax at home while you pay bills on your mobile banking app, to get the best rewards with your credit card, or to get a sure start on your little one's future. Whether you want a quick response on your loan, or just a range of services that keep your business running smoothly. You want banking that fits your life. CIBC First Caribbean. Banking that fits your life.
Let Elite Marble and Granite bring the charm of Italy to your home. Made from only the best materials. Santa Margherita Quartz is handcrafted at a state-of-the-art facility located in Italy and then journeys across the ocean to Elite Marble and Granite, who is the exclusive distributor in the Caribbean. Elegant and resistant, Santa Margherita Quartz products offer a large choice of colors, textures, and exclusive finishes. Call 945-9028 or visit us online at elite.ky. Elite Marble and Granite, where perfection costs less.
You're watching Cayman 27 News, Cayman Informed. Brought to you by Foster's Food Fair. At Foster's Food Fair, we care. Flow.
Good evening, I'm Kevin Morales.
And I'm Kafar Augustin. Thank you for tuning in. Cayman has recorded a 300% increase in illegal gambling to date for 2018, and the RCIPS says the problem is a serious concern.
But they're hoping new legislative changes heading into the LA next week will help deter those in the community engaging in those nefarious activities. Cayman 27's Reshma Raghunath has more.
Cayman is known for its tourism and its financial services industry, but there's another industry that appears to be taking root in the community: gambling.
It is a serious problem, and it's serious because not just because of the antisocial behavior that comes along with gambling, but also because of the serious crimes that develop through gambling, such as robberies and firearm offenses.
At the end of 2017, Cayman recorded 7 illegal gambling arrests. Fast forward to October 2018, that number now stands at 28, a 300% jump. The RCIPS's media relations officer, Jodianne Powery, says the increased arrests are the result of a focused approach through the Joint Crime Task Force targeting illegal gambling.
We've also increased the staffing on our community policing department, and with that it means that there's a lot more officers in certain areas that need a police presence, such as these areas with illegal gambling.
Cayman's gambling law is heading for an update in the Legislative Assembly. Coming with the changes are hefty fines ranging from $2,500 to $20,000, as well as a bump in jail time.
Whether we like it or not, gambling is still an illegal offense in Cayman. It is illegal. The fines are directly related to the type of offense that it is. It is a gateway crime. It does cause other serious offenses to take place.
Ms. Powery urges the community to give the police a call when they see any illegal activities, not just illegal gambling.
Because we're not there when these things happen, so we need the assistance of the community.
Reshma Raghunath, Cayman 27.
The Legislative Assembly is expected to resume sitting next week.
Police have launched an investigation into a 3-vehicle collision at a gas station last night. According to police, the collision happened around 7:30 on Crew Road near Agnes Way. They say a white Dodge Dakota and Honda Accord collided near the entrance of Jose's gas station. The Dakota then collided into a BMW that was getting gas at the time.
Well, just like I was pumping on pump 8, and then I just heard and then all of a sudden I just heard like a loud, bang and crash car. I just secured the place, and then I just, pushed the security,
Police say those involved in the accident were treated at the scene for non-life-threatening injuries. Animal advocates say a dog that was allegedly struck by a school bus and left for dead last week died within minutes of being hit.
This video purportedly shows the dog in the immediate aftermath of the incident. Dr. Denise Osterloh says she and a friend who initially received the disturbing 3-second clip mounted their own investigation, which she says led them to Democracy Drive in Savannah, where she found witnesses.
We met a very lovely gentleman who was tending his garden, and he actually didn't witness the bus hitting the dog, but he came out 2 seconds afterwards, and there was 2 ladies attending to the dog, and they had seen the dog hit by the bus, and the dog was in the process of dying. And it took about 10-15 minutes of suffering, and the dog died.
Cayman 27 retraced Dr. Osterloh's steps this morning looking for anyone who may have seen the incident, but we were unsuccessful.
The Department of Education Services says the bus company has put protocols in place in a case a similar incident like this happens in the future.
All right, Joe Avery going to join us now with a check on our weather forecast. Joe, how's it looking?
Things are looking all right now. We got some scattered showers in the area, but everyone's question is, hey, Joe Avery, what's the weekend going to be like?
Exactly.
I was in Hurley's supermarket today. Once I got my money out, paid for my items, then they were like, all right, you're going to do me a personal forecast here, Joe Avery.
Okay.
So I did. Things are looking great for the weekend, but it looks like Sunday the winds are going to pick up, so it might not be as boat-friendly as I thought, but we're just going to keep our fingers crossed on that the west side stays nice at the very least there as the winds pick up later in the weekend. But it is a big, long weekend, plenty of stuff to do, plenty of weather to do it in.
All right, perfect. Every day is a beautiful day here in the Cayman
Every day is a winding road, says Cheryl Crow.
Absolutely, that's right. Quote of the day.
Joe.
All right, Joe will be back in about 10 or 15 minutes with our full weather forecast. A second invasive lizard species has turned up on Grand Cayman. The Department of Environment says this night anole was discovered last week in Lower Valley. As you can see, it looks a lot like the invasive green iguanas that have become ubiquitous in Grand Cayman, but the DOE says it is not quite as big. Adults grow to about 12 to 20 inches.
The DOE took possession of the animal for euthanization. The species has been seen on Grand Cayman previously, but it's not believed to be here in large numbers.
And the hunt is on for Cayman's other reptilian invader, that of course, the green iguana. The Department of Environment is hoping to round up 1.4 million iguanas over the duration of this 14-month call.
To get there, Licensed Colors says they're taking it one day at a time. Cayman 27's Joe Avery reports.
The first ones to try to get is to try to get the babies, which is easier, lower to the ground, and easier to catch.
Licensed iguana color Chet Rivers makes the grab, snatching another green iguana hatchling out of the bush.
A lot of them are probably hatching now because we're finding a lot of smaller ones. So there's a lot more out there. There's a lot of bigger ones, but they're harder to reach.
Mr. Rivers says many adult greens are getting wise to the snare. He says he's hoping to add a new tool to his iguana culling arsenal.
Which we're going to try to get a license to be able to get the airsoft guns, which would be easier to get them also. Right now we're still using the snares.
But Mr. Mr. Rivers says he's still meeting his quotas the old-fashioned way, with 2 hands.
We got to make $450 for the month for a quota. So if we do 25 to 30, 35 for the day, then that means that we make a little bit over our quota.
On days where he's well in excess of his quota, he says other colors will happily take them off his hands to make their own quota.
We sell him a few. He'd pay a price. He's going to make money back on it when he goes in. So we kind of tend to try to help people out in that way also. And then if he can return the favor for us some days, then if we don't have any and we don't catch that much.
And in the meantime, green iguanas better watch out for the quick hands of Chet Rivers. Joe Avery, Cayman 27.
According to the DOE figures through yesterday, 74,392 green iguanas have been delivered to the counting station.
The DOE says to reach its goal, it's hoping to average about 6,000 iguanas per day.
And coming up right after this break, local businesses take stock as globalization makes its way into Cayman.
The Red Cross reaches out for help for Trinidad and Tobago flood victims.
And kids at Boddentown Primary School get a first-hand lesson in Caymanian culture. Those stories and more coming up right after this.
Sometimes having a middleman is not a bad thing, especially when it comes to insurance. Do you know that when it comes to cost, ease, speed, and peace of mind, insurance brokers ranked higher than when customers buy direct? So, for all your insurance needs, call Fidelity Insurance. We're the middleman you want. Call us today at 949-7822. Fidelity. We're good for you.
Welcome back. Small businesses in Cayman have expressed concern over the imminent arrival of Coffee King Starbucks, which is expected to open its doors under a franchise agreement by the end of this year. And while they say global brands can benefit the island, there's still a cause for concern, as Cayman 27's Carolyn James reports.
And if somebody's going to break up with me, I'd like to know why. I might feel a little bit better.
The closure of Camana Bay's branch of Café del Sol, the first casualty of Cayman's changing coffee landscape. Partner Brad Bogman thinks it's bad business, that it's customers who will miss out.
They're very disappointed with big business coming in. They like their small community, support local, drink local. That's what we've been saying. People like local companies.
The Cayman Islands Small Business Association president says it's a worry too for the companies she represents.
It's concerning that big conglomerates come and small businesses are knocked out. I mean, I'm glad that Café del Sol has an option to take their business elsewhere, but a lot of small businesses don't have that option.
But both say there is space for a global brand on Grand.
We have to be prepared for globalization, so we have to be able to take our business global, and we have to figure out how do we do the online thing and, you know, all of those kinds of options.
You know, competition is good, but they like their small town business, and most of them said they're going to support us.
Beyond competition, Dawn McLean-Brady said there are other benefits too.
We're good that Starbucks is coming because it means employment for the Cayman Islands overall, so we have to look at the big picture. But for small businesses, it's concerning.
A balance, then, between the rights of small businesses to compete in an arena that keeps getting bigger. Caroline James, Cayman 27.
When Cafe del Sol closed last month, Dart released a statement thanking them for their service over the last decade. They added they will not comment on potential negotiations regarding future tenants as per common practice.
Pirates Week is here, and along with all the fun and festivities, of course, we also have to plan for some road closures. So let's take a look at where you have to look out for if you're on the road over the next several days. Here's the big one. I've already marked it on your screen here. Starting actually from tonight and lasting through Sunday, through certain times of the day, you're not going to be able to get through on Harbor Drive. So Harbor Drive will be closed at the entrance to the Port Authority through Shedden Road. That's the big one. Now, also starting on Friday, which is tomorrow, during certain points of the day, for instance, 3 p.m. to 5 a.m. tomorrow into Saturday, Warwick Drive at Harbor Drive will also be closed, so let's just mark that right there. Boilers Road at the intersection with Walker's Road will be closed. That's right there. And you're also going to not be able to use Goring Avenue whatsoever, all right? So you're going to have a lot of hard time navigating through downtown Georgetown. Now, of course, on Saturday, we've got the Governor's Landing, we've got the parade, we've got all the pomp and circumstance. So what does that mean if you're driving? Let's take another look. Now, South Church Street, starting at 8 a.m., will be closed between Boilers Road and Shedden Road. So that means you're not going to be able to get through here either. Now, later on in the day, you're also going to have trouble getting through Albert Panton Street. Will be closed to right there, halfway through, through to Cardinal Avenue later on Saturday due to more of the festivities, the float parade. North Church Street will be closed all the way up to Mary Street right there. So you're not going to be able to get through there. Ford Street will be closed at the intersection with Edward Street, so you're not going to be able to get through there either. Shedden Road will be closed between Harbor Drive and Main Street. Goring Avenue will be closed between South Church Street and the entrance to RBC, which we've already got marked right there. So long story short, if you're planning on getting into Georgetown, which many of you are, plan on having to park a little bit further away from the parade than you may think you're going to be able to. So plan on walking. If you have small children, certainly make some accommodations if you're bringing them down for the festivities. And if you're just trying to get through from one side of town to the other, you might just want to avoid this area altogether. Now, we're going to have this full list posted on our website so you can see all of the intersections and roads that will be closed. You can catch us over at cayman27.ky.
The Cayman Islands Red Cross has launched an appeal to support victims of flooding in neighboring regional partner Trinidad and Tobago. For 3 weeks, the islands have been battling fallout from one of the worst natural disasters in their history. Heavy rain over just 48 hours caused flooding and landslides, with an estimated 150,000 people affected. If you want to support the CRC, donations can be made at Butterfield or at the Red Cross Corporate Center on Hospital Road. We'll have the account details on our website. That's cayman27.ky. All right.
Jordan Armani is going to join us now with a check on our sports report.
You know what else is a big deal when it comes to Pirates Week? All the activities in sports and Pirates.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. I feel like this is a perfect time for a Pirate joke. What is a Pirates' favorite football team?
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
That's a good. Yes, that does work actually.
Baseball, folks.
I was going to go with Arsenal or CPR.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I'm spent on pirate jokes now. That ruined my whole Pirates Week.
Tip your waitresses, folks. Try the veal. All right. We keep on rolling here in sports. Under 19. You saw one of these guys on Let's Talk Sports. Tasmar Dawkins, our Athlete of the Week. He lit it up on the hardwood. We got all the highlights coming up next.
Attention viewers of Cayman 27, the Truth of God television program with Pastor Gino Jennings of the First Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ can now be seen exclusively in the Cayman Islands on this channel every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. You won't want to miss the dynamic preaching and teachings of Pastor Jennings as he speaks the truth from God's Holy Bible. Tune in every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. for the 1-hour broadcast of the Truth of God with Pastor Gino Jennings exclusively on Cayman 27. Cayman Informed.
Bogle Insurance Brokers Limited are professional, independent insurance brokers established in 1988. We are a wholly Caymanian-owned insurance broker with a wealth of knowledge in the local and international insurance market. Our professional team service clients with a range of insurance products, including motor, home, health, contractors, marine, and business insurance, among others. Contact us at 949-0579 or email us at service@bogleins.com.
Hey, ooh,
This have a flavor with a beat. Have a dance, make you move up your feet. Feel the rhythm in the music. Turn all into new into hits and classics. Every meal make you feel like it's a new remix. It's the most delicious in the West Indies. You know what I feel? It's grace. Feel the vibe, can't you feel it? Grace. Delicious and nutritious. Yes. Quality when you taste it. Want affordable? Look for the label. Grace. Feel the vibe, can't you feel it? Grace. Delicious and nutritious. Yes. Quality when you taste it. Want affordable? Look for the label. Once you feel it, once you see it, once you taste it, it's real. Trust the flavor, the Caribbean grace, it's real. Caribbean grace, it's real.
27 Sports is brought to you by Elite Marble and Granite, where perfection costs less.
All right, welcome back. We start on the hardwood. Week 4 of the Under-19 boys and girls basketball leagues is in the books. Let's take a look at 2 games from this past week, starting with the Knights taking on the undefeated Seoul Blazers. All right, Knights on the inbound. Marcus Fletcher stops and pops. It's good from distance. But the Blazers would answer. Tasmar Dawkins on the drive. Rebounds, Cameron Gilson. Nice putback there. More Blazers. Dawkins with the drive, stops and pops. It's good. This guy's averaging a double-double this season. The Knights would answer, though. Fletcher around the key to Alec Harding. He finds John Smith. Turnaround jumper right there. It's good. More Blazers. Alwyn Buttram. He finds Dawkins. That's why he's the athlete of the week, folks. 30 points, 14 rebounds, 6 steals. Second half, more of the same. More Dawkins drives, lays it in. More Tasmar, guys. More offense, more points. Blazers undefeated, 63-59. Here is Tasmar Dawkins on the win.
We played really hard all 4 quarters, and as you can see, in the last quarter, it all came down to our defense, you know, being able to get them to turn the ball over once again and being able to pressure them and also to make our shots. That was a key part of our game, as in the first part, we weren't really making all of our shots, but in the second half, we started making our shots.
Very nicely done. Thrashers, Clifton Hunt and All-Stars. Orlando Wellington lose the ball, finds it. Defender swipes, fires, and it's good. How about the Thrashers? Daniel Reyes puts it up, no good. Leon Harris, shot, gets his own rebound, up. This guy looks like Moses Malone. He's stuffing the stat sheet. It's up, and it's good. All-Stars on the fast break here. Outlet pass to a streaking Benjamin Ebanks. He lays it in, but the Thrashers would respond. Micah Ogaro around the key to Tristan Weber. He calls the bank, 3-pointer, it's good. 86-41 the final for the Thrashers. Here's Ogaro on the win.
I learned to never go easy on a team no matter what team it is, because they could come out hard one game and beat us. So we woke up in the second quarter.
All right, see all the scores from the boys and girls under-19 league. Visit Cayman27.ky. Let's head to the stables. Cayman Islands Equestrian Federations and the Equestrian Center played host, rather, to the third and final leg of the National Jumping Series this season. Let's take a look at some of the riders. Start with Gina Lomas riding Sunday's edition, 90-centimeter open. She would take this one, as well as the 70-centimeter class, a double class winner. How about our friend of the show, Jessica McTaggart, riding Nala, 80-centimeter class. McTaggart looking good on Sunday. She would take it. Nicely done. As our in-house equestrian enthusiast Carolyn James would say, the horse was flourishing. Here's McTaggart on the final jumping series of the season.
She was obviously tired enough. She could hear me. There was one line where she kind of got away from me, and we took down the top rail. But other than that, in terms of her rideability, she was really with me throughout that course. We've had some great rides. We're down a few in numbers. Had a couple kids injure themselves and not able to show today, and some are away. So yeah, it's a good turnout for considering all of that.
All right, let's take a look at all of the winners from the final leg of the jumping series. Like I said, 2 double-class winners. Gina Lomez for the seniors. Megan Schwartz, junior rider, double-class winner. 60 and 70 meter in the pony class, riding Fly With Me. Abby Schwartz, 80 centimeter pony class winner, riding Blue Dream On. All right, Joe's got your weather next. Stick around.
From happy beginnings and life choices that we make along the way,
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
health insurance with far-reaching benefits,
Family protection and long-term financial plans.
business insurance and generous employee benefits.
For happy beginnings to happy ever after, visit BritK.ky.
Brit K, where people come first.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the Weather Center, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the cruise control till Friday and a big long weekend with pirates and all kinds of great stuff to do in Cayman. And we're checking the satellite picture. You can see light cloud cover in the area. Not too much, just enough to kind of keep the sun off our back for the entire day, and just enough to let the rays get through and warm us up when we're cold. But that doesn't happen much in the Caribbean, ladies and gentlemen, as you well know. Let's take a look at what we can expect for tomorrow. TGI Friday looking pretty good. 30% chance of showers tonight and into tomorrow. That decreasing for Friday. It's going to be a gorgeous day, ladies and gentlemen. 20% chance of showers out there, and it is looking mighty fine. Anyway, let's go through the rest of the week here. We've been talking about this big long weekend. We've got the holiday on Monday. What do we have in store right here where you can see Friday's going to be spectacular. Saturday is too. 30% chance of showers. That partly cloudy conditions for the big Pirates Week festivities, the parade, all of that stuff. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good day. They do have a 30% chance of showers, so I wouldn't rule it out, but I would also say, hey, it's not going to spoil your day. Sunday, it looks like the winds are picking up. What looked like it'd be 2 feet seas and less is kind of morphed into a 3 to 5 foot seas condition for Sunday and Monday, those 2 last days of the big long weekend right there. So maybe not what I expected for the boaters, but on the west side, that wind is kind of buffered by the island. It's probably going to give you good enough conditions to go out and have some fun on the water, in the sound, just outside in that open water. Obviously, you got to check conditions and use your caution. Don't want to talk too much about Tuesday because that means coming back to work, and it is still a few days out there. But basically, what I can tell you about Sunday and Monday in particular is if you're going to get any showers, we got a 30% chance in the cards. You're going to either be seeing that on Sunday morning or in the late night hours. So probably when it's dark out is when it's going to be rainy out there. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I could yammer on all day about this, and in the next weather, I got some really cool stuff for you. But for now, I'm going to kick it back over to you, Kafara and Kevin.
Thanks, Joe. Students at Bontown Primary School received a first-hand lesson on Caymanian culture today as the school held its annual Heritage Day celebrations.
And the children learned traditions, the classics like thatch rope plaiting, and lots more. Cayman 27's Seaford Russell Jr. was there. He has a story.
Like I said, it's just to make sure that the kids understand that we value our culture. We don't want to lose it, so that they understand this is what we want them to know.
Bordentown Primary School held its annual Heritage Day celebrations on Thursday, and teacher Nadisha Nadi says some of Cayman's favorite dishes were on lunchtime's menu.
So here today at Bordentown Primary School, we have a wide variety of Caymanian-style food. We have cassava cake, rum cake without the rum, Cayman-style beef, swanky, coconut water, conch, and turtle.
Student Camille Farron says the event has opened her eyes to all things Caymanian.
We're learning about all the traditions of Cayman Islands, and so far I've seen the traditional foods, the maypole dance, some of the games, and I've seen rope making, sash making. It's really fun to learn about the Cayman Islands tradition, and I'm learning a lot.
East End resident Jerlo Rankin was the center of attention as he shared his fish catching skills.
I'm making a jack net. They catch jacks at gargoyle. See the one? And I've been noticed from time I was a young boy.
Student Kylie Henry was showing off some of what she learned at the school's Heritage Day.
I started a silver thatch rope to make it as a braid, and there are two sides, one with 2 and one with 3. You take the side with 3 and you put the last one between the first and second one.
Seaford Russell, Cayman 27.
Well, Kevin, it looks like those students had a lot of fun today.
I believe so, right? Every time you're learning, you're having fun, right?
Definitely,
I believe
definitely.
So. At least that's what I tell my children when I'm trying to like wrangle them to get to school.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of fun at school today, right?
And Austin's like, yeah.
Yeah, Austin's like, yeah, we'll see, Dad. Yeah, okay, right, fun. He goes, so. Coming up in the second half hour of Cayman 27 News, we talk with the Young Caymanian Leadership Award finalist Casey Mobley and 2018 YCLA recipient Faith Geely. Stick around. Remember, we want you to WhatsApp us any photos, videos, news tips. We want to know what's happening in your community. The WhatsApp hotline here in the newsroom is 527-2727. We'll be right back.
Would you like to receive a full body massage to help ease tension and muscle pain with the use of aromatherapy essential oils? Welcome to Beautiful You. My name is Darla. I am the owner and Master Artistic Director here at Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa. Joining me today is Priyani.
Today I am going to share with you a secret to the benefit of massage and the reason why it is oldest and most benefit services in the spa industry.
Aromatherapy is most commonly used while receiving a Swedish, lymphatic, or reflexology massage, using massage oil or lotion that contains essential oils. During an aromatherapy massage, you inhale these essential oils or absorb them through your skin. They're taught to promote beneficial changes in your mind and body by affecting the lymphatic system, a region of the brain known to influence the nervous system. Essential oils are 100% naturally pure, highly concentrated plant extracts essence. There are more than 3,000 essential oils out there, each with its own therapeutic qualities. You name the ailment and there's an essential oil that can relieve it. They're used to treat pain, muscle spasms, stiffness, depression, insomnia, asthma, congestion, hypertension, and the list goes on. Following these guidelines will allow you to get the most out of your body massages. For more information, give us a call at 945-1188 or visit our website, eclipse.ky. Come and get more Beautiful You with us here at Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa.
Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa. Discover the difference.
Welcome back to the second half hour of Cayman 27 News. I'm Kafara Augustin. Tonight we round off our series of interviews of the Young Caymanian Leadership Awards finalists with Casey Mobley and 2017 recipient Faith Geely. Thank you both so much for taking time out to join me tonight.
Thanks for having us, Kafara.
Well, Faith, we'll start off with you because you've been down this road before. Yes. What was your experience like last year, just being nominated for this prestigious award?
You know what? It's such an amazing opportunity, and just to be recognized as a finalist was just the icing on the cake, so to speak, to say, wow, people feel like I'm contributing positively to the community. So it was just a whirlwind experience, and one that I was extremely honored to go through.
And that feeling you got when they announced your name, what was that like?
It was so unexpected. I leaned over to one of the other finalists and I was like, get your speech ready. And then I was like, oh, wait, I need to find my speech. So it was just surreal. It was something that was unexpected. But again, just a privilege. And I've just enjoyed this year so much to give back to the community in this way.
It's great. Now, Casey, turning to you, you're one of the 5 finalists, I believe, for this year. What was that experience like when you received the notification, hey, you're one of the 5 finalists for YCLA?
It was very surprising. It wasn't something that was on my radar necessarily. It wasn't something that I expected. But obviously, I feel very honored. The other finalists are just amazing. So to be considered at that caliber with those people is an honor in itself.
And what's the experience been like so far? I would assume you've had a lot of events leading up to the big night this weekend. So how's that been going for you?
I think it's been a challenge for me. I'm someone that likes to work behind the scenes. I am not someone that particularly enjoys being up front and being at the center of attention. So it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone, which has been good for my personal and professional growth. Yeah, so it's been an interesting experience. I've loved getting to know the other finalists and just being even more involved with the community.
Good. And what can you say to people about this award? I mean, why do you feel that it's so important? I think it's been going on for 18, 19 years now, but why is it so important to recognize young Caymanians in our community that are actually making that difference?
I think when we are looking at the next generation of young people, to be able to see people in their community that they can look at, that they can say, hey, they went to the same schools as me, they had the same opportunities as me, they come from the same community as me, and to have role models that aren't external but are internal, someone that they can relate to and have that same cultural history and background and bringing up. I think that is what the awards bring to the communities. It shows that we have homegrown heroes right here, and it gives a way for us as a community. You know, the theme this year is It Takes a Village, and it just gives a way for us to continually give back. One of my mentors, my theme this year, my platform this year was mentorship, and one of my mentors was actually amongst the first YCLA finalists. Oh, wow. And then in a subsequent year, another one of my mentors was also a finalist. So be able to go through the same journey that they went through, being recognized as a community leader, and give back to the next generation of young Caymanians, it really just helps everything come full circle. So I think it's really important in that regard.
Definitely. And Casey, just to wrap up, we've got really solid contestants. I mean, you guys are doing a great job, but what would you like to bring awareness about if you were to win on Saturday night?
If I were to win on Saturday night, I would really want to focus on how can we advance Cayman socially. I think in the last few decades we've advanced economically at a really rapid pace, but I think we're lagging a bit behind in terms of social growth. So my focus would want to be on empowering youth and empowering the whole community to really band together and focus on those more broken areas of our society and try to improve those areas.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and thank you both for coming out. And just a reminder really quick for our audience again, it is this Saturday.
Yes, at the Seafire, at Kimpton Seafire. It is sold out, but people can tune into the Facebook page to get the live feed.
Thank you both so much for coming on, and we wish you all the best, as well as all the other contestants.
Thank you.
All right, well, we'll have more Cayman 27 news coming up next. Stay with us.
Fresh fir Christmas trees are on their way to Hurley's. Our containers arrive from the forests of Quebec on November the 24th. These fresh, fragrant balsam firs won't last long. If you plan on having a tree in your home, order yours today. There's a shortage of trees coming to the island this year. Make sure your family has a green Christmas. Order your tree today at hurleys.ky/ordering. Hurley's, get fresh trees with us.
Fresh at Hurley's.
From happy beginnings and life choices that we make along the way,
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
health insurance with far-reaching benefits,
Family protection and long-term financial plans.
business insurance and generous employee benefits.
For happy beginnings to happy ever after, visit BritK.ky.
Brit K, where people come first.
Welcome back. I'm Kafara Augustin. It's time for this month's edition of the University College of the Cayman Islands Lifelong Learning. In tonight's episode, we take a look at the UCCI 2018 graduation exercise.
Welcome to another segment of Lifelong Learning at UCCI. You've made history several times throughout your 40-year career. Can you walk us through some of those highlights?
Sure. I grew up during civil rights time when it was in vogue to be a minority. Everybody needed one, and so when I went to Virginia, I was one of only a handful of African-American women who had doctorates. So I became the first at a lot of things. I was the first community college president in the state who was an African-American female. I became Secretary of Education to the governor and was the first African-American female to ever hold that position. And in my current position, in an organization that started in 1895, I'm the first woman and the first minority and the first person with a community college background to hold that position.
That's amazing. Why do you think it's important for women to be in education?
Well, because we're more than 50% of the population. First of all, they're not going to have too many people from whom to choose if they don't choose women. But there's an old adage that said if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. And I think that because women still have a large responsibility for raising families, that the influence they have is something that will pass on to the entire family.
And what are the key messages that you want the graduates and other students to take away?
Well, I've created a top 10 list of things to consider that include things like remembering to give back, to get involved in your community, to continue to ask questions, just age-old things that parents have been trying to tell their children for a long time and that faculty have tried to impose upon their students. And so it's just a refresher course of life and things that I think people need to be successful as they move on.
How does it feel to host the last commencement ceremony as president?
It feels great. I have a sense of satisfaction. I have achieved most of the things I set about achieving, and it's time to go.
The theme this year revolved around innovation. How is UCCI positioning its graduates in a world that is continuously evolving?
Well, we are trying to introduce our graduates to educational programs which have importance in the future. We're trying to prepare our students to be critical thinkers and to be productive citizens. So we believe that if we are successful, and all indications are that we are successful, that we will be producing the next cohort of citizens to take the Cayman Islands into the rest of the 21st century.
How does a commencement speaker like Dr. Whelan enrich the event, which is a significant milestone in any student's academic journey?
Well, commencement is perhaps the most important time in a student's life, and we at UCCI have always been concerned with getting commencement speakers who can inspire, who have the experience to inform and edify our students. And we think that Dr. Whelan is an eminent example of the kinds of life lessons we'd like our students to take away at the end of their college career.
Now, this is your 9th commencement ceremony at UCCI. How has the University College changed from when you first came here in 2009?
Interesting question. The University College is a far different place now than it was when I came here. I'm leaving an institution which has sound finances, it has a faculty whose morale is probably at its peak, whose spirit of cooperation and of responsibility to the community is at its sharpest. And we have a cohort of students who are ready to take up the challenges of university life.
This has been another edition of Lifelong Learning at UCCI.
Coming up next, world news and stories from around the region. Stay with us.
It's that time of year again for the annual Cayman 27 Parade of Lights, brought to you by Bogle Insurance Brokers Limited. We're calling all boats to join us Saturday, December 1st at Camana Bay as the water comes to life with this year's theme, Christmas Around the World. It's completely free to enter, and there's a chance to win $1,000 and 2 general admission tickets to Kaboo. Or enter just for fun. Private and commercial boats are welcome. For more information and to register your boat, click on cayman27.ky.
Have you had your Tortuga moment today? Come by Tortuga Fine Wine and Spirits for all your liquor needs. And taste the world-famous Tortuga rum and rum cake. Always delicious and baked fresh daily in the captivating Cayman Islands. With ongoing renovations at the airport, we invite you to shop our stores and buy before you fly. Relive the Cayman Islands in every bite.
We're not just the most reliable energy service in the Caribbean. Whether it's for your entertainment, lighting a path to your future, or making sure that you and your family are secure, we're there for you when it matters most. Your safety and our reliability are our top priority. We are committed to remaining the #1 utility service in the Caribbean. We are CUC.
Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa presents Beautiful You every second and last Thursday of the month. The beauty experts will draw from experience and share tips for personal beauty care, how to have healthy hair and glowing skin, flawless makeup application, and the latest trends and style tips. Watch Cayman 27 every second and last Thursday of the month for Beautiful You. Brought to you by Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa.
Welcome back. It's time for a check from Wall Street. The S&P 500 closed lower today after Federal Reserve said it will gradually increase interest rates and suggested tightening of monetary policies. Reuters' Rizal Chen reports.
U.S. stocks closed mostly lower. The U.S. Federal Reserve said it was keeping interest rates steady and that the economy is on track. Investors suggested that the Fed's next rate hike would be in December. U.S. Bank Senior Portfolio Manager Eric Wiegand.
You know, I think there are two real takeaways. Number one, like the election results, they were very much as anticipated, so very little surprise, nothing to really jolt investors. And the one thing that certainly was, you know, perhaps weighing on market participants was just the notion that the language being consistent with, you know, on the path to continued rate increases in a gradual and measured way. So again, one of our concerns continues to be, you know, about the tightening of monetary policy.
Shares of D.R. Horton dropped after the company warned of rising home prices and higher mortgage rates weighing on demand. Shares of other home builders fell as well. Wynn Resorts traded lower after it missed on third quarter profits and warned of a slowdown in the key Macau market.
In world news, a 28-year-old U.S. Marine Corps veteran has been identified as the gunman in the killing of 13 people, including himself. This happened at a crowded country and western bar in a suburb of Los Angeles late Wednesday night. Reuters' Johan Green has more.
In a tragic situation.
12 people were killed Wednesday night in Southern California in what police are describing as a horrific shooting.
Moving down this way.
The suspect opened fire in a bar at a country music event at a venue called Borderline in Thousand Oaks, California. He was then shot dead by police. Included in the dead, a sheriff's deputy. Many others were wounded in the attack. Witnesses describe a chaotic scene.
And then all of a sudden you hear like the bang bang of the gunshot, and it just started going crazy.
I watched an officer get shot in front of me, and I had to help drag him to and throw him into the back of the cop car.
It's a country night, it's a college night, a lot of young people.
How many people do you think could be in there at one time?
Typically is about 600 on a night like this.
Police say that so far, little is known about the suspect.
We have no idea if there is a terrorism link to this event or not. As you know, these are ongoing investigations, and that information will come out as soon as we're able to determine exactly who the suspect was and what motive he might have had for this horrific event.
Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein headed to work from his Bethesda home Thursday, the morning after Attorney General Jeff Sessions resigned, leaving his acting replacement, Matthew Whitaker, in charge of the Mueller investigation. The ouster of Attorney General Jeff Sessions drew sharp criticism from Democrats who warned U.S. President Donald Trump against moving to squash a probe of Russian meddling in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. And the UK and France will remain tied by bonds of friendship in spite of Brexit. This according to British Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt. Mr. Hunt praised the cross-channel relationship on a visit to Paris, which was aimed at showing the two countries' friendship was bigger than Brexit. Now, we've got another check on the forecast in 2 minutes. Stick around.
Bogle Insurance Brokers Limited are professional, independent insurance brokers established in 1988. We are a wholly Caymanian-owned insurance broker with a wealth of knowledge in the local and international insurance market. Our professional team service clients with a range of insurance products, including motor, home, health, contractors, marine, and business insurance, among others. Contact us at 949-0579 or email us at service@bogleins.com.
It's fresh. Fresh from the garden.
It's that turkey time of year, and Hurley's once again offers the finest pre-cooked turkey dinners in Cayman for Thanksgiving. Get a tender, juicy, oven-roasted turkey with 7 freshly made savory sides, ready for you to enjoy at the office or at home. It's enough to feed a family of 12 for about $11 each. Don't be left out. Hurley's only makes a limited number of our Thanksgiving feasts. Order yours today at hurleys.ky/ordering. Hurley's, get fresh Thanksgiving with us.
Caymanian owned and operated since 1967. Paramount Carpets is a full-service operation beginning with material selection to the installation of finished products, as well as providing maintenance, service, and takes great pride in the quality of their work, making every effort to exceed customer expectations. Contact us today at 345-949-5000 or visit us at 317 Industrial Park, North Sound Road. Paramount Carpets. We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor.
Ever wondered what smart health insurance feels like?
Premier Health's 24/7 worldwide health insurance does most of the thinking for you.
1,500 CGI health claims are settled daily.
55% of claims settled automatically.
You can access your health plan almost anywhere, anytime.
And have smart wellness with online data tracking.
And more provider choices for you and the people who matter most.
Premier Health is smart health insurance, and it feels good.
Brit K, where people come first.
And ladies and gentlemen, my happy spot right there at the West Bay. It's the Northwest Point dock right there. You can see low tide tomorrow, high tide tonight, rather, 9:32 p.m. Low tides at 3:55 a.m., 4:55 p.m., both tomorrow. You can see your sunrise and sunset times. 1 minute of change. 5:47 p.m. is the sunset, and sunrise tomorrow at 6:31 in the morning. Let's take a look at our radar right now. It is up. You can see a couple of showers just to the west of the sister islands right there. Maybe they got a little rain over there today. We did have a 30% chance for showers today. Let's take a look, though, at the temperatures. One of my favorites to take a tour around Grand Cayman, starting in Georgetown. The rest of the island looking pretty good as well at 82 degrees right there from one side of the island to the other. Let's take a look at the sister islands. See how they're sitting pretty, 82 degrees there. Seems like it's the number of the day. Let's take a look around the region, though, and see how things are going. Not going to dwell on that too much. A lot of 70s, a lot of 80s. Pretty much the same old, same old. Let us go, though, to the 7-day forecast so we can see just what we've got in store. You can see it's going to be a pretty good weekend. It's going to be a fantastic weekend if you don't have to work. And, hey, just enjoy it. But before we send it over to the sports desk for Jordan Armenice, I have a new friend who's going to take it home and kind of play us out for the break right here. Let's listen to him.
It's the C-A-Y-M-A-N, and if you come one time, you're going to come again. When you go home, you're going to tell your friend, got the coolest people in the Caribbean, prettiest beach in the Caribbean, 7 mile long with pretty white sand, you could chill in the water.
We're not just the most reliable energy service in the Caribbean. Whether it's for your entertainment, lighting a path to your future, or making sure that you and your family are secure. We're there for you when it matters most. Your safety and our reliability are our top priority. We are committed to remaining the #1 utility service in the Caribbean. We are CUC.
Heat resistant, scratch resistant, stain resistant, functional and durable. Paramount Carpets brings you the beauty of granite like no one else. Choose from a large selection of quality granite from Italy and Brazil. Paramount Carpets guarantees on-time delivery and professional installation. Granite, from the earth to your home.
We do a whole lot more than just cover your floor at Paramount Carpets.
A tropical storm watch has been upgraded to a warning.
Hey, I've been tracking the storm, and it's looking really dangerous.
Yeah.
You're in a new place. You gotta prepare. No, put that down. You need canned goods, not canned
I get it.
soda and
yes,
water.
Sis,
You need plenty
water.
of water.
Here, water. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to get ready for this.
Is it your first time?
Yes.
Do you need a hurricane buddy?
Please.
All right, come on. I prefer bigger bottles.
Kind of shame it took a hurricane for us to finally hang out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, sis, it's kind of bad time.
Hey, good news. The hurricane warning's been lifted. I saw online the storm has changed direction.
Oh, so I guess you get to go back to your place now.
Where are you? That's not your apartment.
Please pick the flowers.
Bye, neighbor.
Welcome back. We start with some boxing. As fast as Floyd Mayweather announced he was signing with Rizin for a fight with undefeated kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa Monday, Mayweather took to Instagram Wednesday saying the fight is now off. Now, the former world champion said he had only been asked to compete in a non-televised event for wealthy spectators, and once he arrived to the press conference Monday, himself and his team were completely derailed and blindsided by the arrangement that were being made without his consent nor approval. It was an exhibition, he said, that was supposed to be 9 minutes long, 3 rounds with an opponent selected by Rizin Fighting Federation, according to, of course, Mayweather. Staying with boxing, the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder opened training camp to the media this week ahead of his upcoming heavyweight title fight against Britain's Tyson Fury December 1st. Now, the former world champion Fury beat Francesco Pianetta on points in his second fight since making his comeback from a 2.5-year absence from the ring. Now, remember, Fury tested positive for a banned steroid and was handed a suspension from UK's anti-doping group. Prior to that, Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko by unanimous decision in Germany to claim the WBO, IBF, and WBA titles. That was back in November 2015. He then vacated the belts shortly after, all of which are now held by Anthony Joshua. Wilder is 40-0 with 39 knockouts and is the current WBC heavyweight champion. Hey, Deontay, are you worried about Tyson Fury?
Nothing at all about him that concerns me, that scares me. You know, I'm the best in the world. I don't think there's no other heavyweight has been through what I've been through to go through so many different calibers of fighters. You know, you got to keep in mind I'm 40-0 with 39 KOs. You know, I've been in multiples of countries. I done fought multiples of styles. You know, I done fought multiples of opponents. I've seen nearly about every style there is to see.
All right, guys, back to you.
Before we go, happy birthday to Dave Bowman and Jeremy Banks. Hope you're having a good time today. That's it for our news tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Some say the time of miracles is past, but we see miracles all around us, every day. Some could not walk. Some could not breathe. Some had lost all hope. But something amazing happened. Something that can't be analyzed or quantified. Something that is more than good medicine. Holy Cross.
Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa. Discover the difference.
A tropical storm watch has been upgraded to
Hey, I've been tracking the storm, and it's looking really dangerous.
Yeah.
You're in a new place. Gotta prepare. No, put that down. You need canned goods, not canned
I get it.
soda and
yes,
water.
Sis.
You need plenty
water.
of water.
All right, water. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to get ready for this.
Is it your first time?
Yes.
Do you need a hurricane buddy?
Please.
All right, come on. I prefer bigger bottles.
Kind of shame it took a hurricane for us to finally hang out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, sis, kind of bad time.
Hey, good news. The hurricane warning's been lifted. I saw online the storm has changed direction.
Oh, so I guess you get to go back to your place now.
Where are you? That's not your apartment.
Please pick the flowers.
Bye, neighbor.
Some say the time of miracles is past, but we see miracles all around us, every day. Some could not walk. Some could not breathe. Some had lost all hope. But something amazing happened. Something that can't be analyzed or quantified. Something that is more than good medicine. Holy Cross.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Cayman 27, Cayman Informed.
Coming up next, illegal gambling arrests increased 300% over last year.
A three-vehicle collision at a gas station sparks a police probe.
And the Department of Environment eyes a new invasive lizard species in Cayman.
We got your under 19 basketball recap plus an equestrian recap. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a busy Thursday in sports.
How's the weather here, everybody? Great! I'm Cayman 27's Joe Avery. I'll have a full forecast for you coming up. And here's a shout out to my friends with the Biker Cruise 2018. Let me hear you, ladies.
Now that is a tease. Cayman 27 News is coming up next.
Let Elite Marble and Granite bring the charm of Italy to your home. Made from only the best materials.